That's not straight. Holy moly, has it already been 2 weeks since we cooked something? I guess so. Time goes by pretty fast. Today we're going to be cooking something from a little movie called Breakfast at Tiffany's, and we're going to be doing chicken mole and saffron rice. All right, so let's get started. First things first, chicken thighs, and we wash our hands. Let's take a look at our chicken and see if we need to trim any of that fat off as I adjust this accordingly. So as we're going to trim our chicken, we're going to heat up our Dutch oven. And why isn't this? Am I crooked? No. Okay. It seems to be a little fat, so we'll trim some of that. So the hair is under control, and it's got to worry about the freaking eyebrows. So we'll cut off some of that fat, even though fat is flavor. We don't need to cut like all of it off, but at least like the big chunks. All right, so once we've trimmed off some of the fat, not most of it, but some of it, we're going to put some salt. We're going to liberally salt it and then put it in a pan and brown it. Grab our tongs, make sure they work, because if not, and I'm pretty sure the pan is hot enough. All right, let's see. Okay, we're going to probably have to do that in like 2 batches. So we're going to brown it on both sides and then set it aside, and then we're going to work on our sauce. Earlier, I rehydrated some hot peppers. Now, I'm not sure what kind of hot peppers they are. Maybe poblano. I'm not sure because we threw away the packaging and it's been in a mason jar for a while. So, yeah, let's see how hot it is. We're going to need all the spices. We're going to need, what's this? Allspice, paprika, cloves, cinnamon, cumin, oregano, and everybody's favorite, chili flakes, and oranges, and dark chocolate, and some peanuts, and some raisins, and some chicken stock, and saffron for the rice. Yeah, that's a lot. Oops. All right, so for the rice, we're gonna take. How do I get this open? Oh, yeah, easy. Pull to open. Right. Okay. So for our rice, we're gonna be taking about 4 pinches of saffron. 1, 2, 3, 4. And about a cup of hot water. And we're going to save this for way later. Let's check the chicken, see how it's going. That didn't come out right. Alright, chicken's getting browned a little bit over here. Sticking a little bit, lower the temperature. We're using chicken thighs today because usually sometimes chicken breasts tend to dry out when you cook them. So, yeah. Our second batch of chicken is in the pan. We're going to get started on the sauce, so we need to cut up an onion. So our chicken is about done, and we're going to transfer it to a pan and then start cooking the onion. All right, so we got our onion in the pan, and that's going to cook down for probably about 5, maybe 10 minutes. And it's going to pick up all that stuff there. Onions are about done. We're going to throw in the garlic. Throwing it in. We're going to cook that for just a minute so we don't burn it. 2 cups of chicken stock. scrape all that stuff right off the bottom. We're going to grate an orange, and then we're going to juice it. Zest, not great, but I guess same difference, yeah. So that gave us about that much. I don't know, maybe what, like a tablespoon? Teaspoon? Put in our orange whole, and that's the other half. So we throw in the peppers that have been rehydrated. We want half teaspoon clove, allspice, cinnamon, cumin, oregano, chili flakes, and we stir. I forgot raisins and peanuts. Now put the chicken back in the pot for about half an hour. And the juices. And we let that come to a simmer for about, so before we start the rice, we can kind of like clean up and tidy it a little bit. So we're going to get started on the rice. First we need an onion. We're going to do like a small dice for the onion. Just pass our knife through it. So we're going to put some butter. We're going to wait for that to be melted, and then we put the onions in there, cook them down, and then cook the rice. Time for our onions. Right, so this is what I'm going to cook down for about 5 minutes, maybe 10. We're going to have to take it out again, blend the sauce, put the chicken back in the sauce. I think I got all the sauce. No, not all the sauce, all the chicken. Now we blend. Alright, so we blend until smooth. It looks smooth. What do you think? Yeah? Add in about 2 ounces, 3 ounces of dark chocolate. So let's do 1 ounce first. Break that up. So we put the rice in here. I'm going to stir it up with it's 3 cups of basmati rice. We're going to need 1.5 cups for each cup. So that should be what, 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Yeah. We already have 1 cup of the saffron water, so we're going to add that. So that's 1. So that means we only need 3.5 more cups, right? All right. So we got all our cooking liquid in here. Bring it to a boil, then cover it, and wait about 15 minutes or so. The chocolate is melted, so let's give this sauce a taste. See if it needs anything more. Yeah, I think a little bit more chocolate to maybe mellow it out. I don't know if you can see what color it is from there, but it's a nice, like, rich brown. So we're going to put the chicken back in so it takes in all that flavor. All right, I think the rice is about done. Let's take a look. Rice is done. Chicken's done. Let's put everything on a plate and give it a taste. So let's see how this tastes. taste the rice. Hot. That was really good. It's sweet, spicy, it's orangey, it's peanutty, it's raisiny. Chocolate is not even kind of there. It's there, but like not. It doesn't taste like chocolate, but it's basically for the color. And it's rich, it's deep. Even the rice is it's nice and smooth, and there's some spice. There's a definite kick in there. But yeah, I'll stop eating that. Otherwise, I won't be hungry for supper. Yeah. So if you are what you eat, I guess I'm freaking delicious. And yeah, this recipe was inspired by Breakfast at Tiffany's old movie with Audrey Hepburn, and in which she plays Honey Golightly, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's all I got, and hope you enjoy. And just remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that, any one of those, uh, and watch. All right. So until next time, just make good food. All of that, and it's not even 5 o'clock. All right. So yeah.